In this part, we will explain the factorial design equation, which is also an example of the polynomial type of equations. So we will explain the factorial design and what it means and why it is not just a simple straight line equation. You already know equations with one variable, so that is y equals mx plus c, and that should give a straight line. Y equals ax squared plus bx plus c gives a curve. So both use the same or 1x. In this equation here, we use two variables, x1 and x2. So instead of a line or a curve, it creates a surface. And that is the fundamental difference. The equation has four terms. A0 is the baseline. A1 x1 tilts the surface along x1. A2 x2 tilts it along x2. So far that is just a flat tilted plane. Just like z equals a plus b x plus cy. The fourth term, a3 x1 x2, is the interaction. It twists the plane into a curved surface. So that single term is the entire difference between a flat plane and a twisted surface. On the left side, you can see x squared bends a line into a parabola. That is a self-interaction. So same variable times itself. On the right hand side, you will see x1 times x2 twists a plane into a saddle. This is a cross interaction. So basically that means you get two different variables multiplied together. So x squared curves x1, x2 twists. So very different operations. x1 squared plus x2 squared makes a bowl. So both axes curve the same way, giving one minimum. x1 times x2 makes a saddle. So the axes curve in opposite directions. There is no single minimum or maximum. This saddle is exactly what our interaction term creates. The quadratic x squared finds the optimum of one factor, a single peak on a curve. The factorial x1, x2 finds the best combination of two factors. That is a region on a contour map. That's why we need the interaction term in the formulation when we do optimization of pharmaceutical formulations. On the left, there is no interaction, a flat tilted plane, while on the right, you watch for the interaction coefficient as it grows from 0 to 1.2. The flat plane twists into saddle, and that twist is the interaction. Here we learn how to build a surface. So step 1, the constant A0, that will lead to a flat horizontal plane. Step 2, we need to add A1, x1, and in this way the plane tilts along the x1 direction. Step 3, we add A2, x2, and that tilts along x2 direction as well. And that is still a flat plane. Step 4, we add A3, x1, x2, and here where it twists. So this is the step that changes everything. When the interaction is 0, contour bands are straight and parallel. As A3 increases, the bands curve, and curved contour bands are visible proof that the two variables interact with each other. Let's look at this worked example. So let's plug in some numbers. A0 gives minus 3.4. A1 times 5 gives minus 3.1. A2 minus times 6 gives plus 13.8. Running total so far, that is 7.3. Now add the interaction part, which is 1.2 times 5 times 6 equals plus 36. And the final answer is 43.3 Pascal seconds. So without the interaction term, you would predict 7. The actual value is 43. So that is a 6-fold error. And the interaction term, therefore, is not an optional because of this difference. So where does our equation fit? All of these shown here are types of regression. Simple linear, one variable, straight line. Polynomial, one variable, curved line. Multiple linear, two variables, flat plane. Multiple with interaction, two variables, twisted surface. So ours is the fourth type. So multiple regression with an interaction term. Okay, here we clarify the terminology and to make it easier for you to understand the difference. So linear regression means linear in the coefficients. So when you see ABC, they all been raised to the power of 1. Our equation is still linear regression, even with the x1, x2 terms. When you see polynomial, that means it's got a higher power of x, so it's like x squared. When you see multiple, that means there is more than one variable, while the interaction means the product of two different variables. So our equation is multiple linear equation or linear regression with an interaction term. Okay, so to make a summary, there are 5 things we need to remember. The first thing is when we add, if you look at the term here, when you add dxy to a flat plane, it twists into a surface. So this is basically the interaction. And the second thing, x1 and x2 are not independent. They basically modify each other. The third point, curved contour bands mean interaction is present. And the fourth is coefficient come from regression. So in this case, r squared tells you how good the fit is. And the final point, overlay multiple contour maps to find where all the specifications are all met. And this is basically the optimum. So the key message is the interaction term is what makes this equation powerful. Without it, your prediction could be completely wrong.